The Chicago Bulls will take on the Miami Heat in their second play-in game in a do-or-die single elimination matchup to determine who gets that last playoff spot in this year's playoffs. So let's talk about it, people. What is going on? Y'all, Faiz Sports All back at it with another video talking some NBA. And here to talk about this Bulls matchup, give you guys my preview and a prediction in this one. So the numbers, let's start with that first and foremost. The Bulls are underdogs in this one. The line's been hovering from anywhere from, I think, 1 to 3. I think it's right now at 1.5 minus 1.5 in favor of the Heat. So they are favored in this one. And it was all the way up to minus 3 in favor of the Heat. And the Heat are going to be at home in this one. They did have the better seeding, and they were obviously the team that lost to the Philadelphia 76ers, but they were the 7 seed, I believe. They were the 8 seed, and the Bulls were lower than that at the 9th spot. So they will go ahead and take on the Bulls here, and I got to tell you, folks, this matchup, I was super hyped for it, and I still am, but, man, we got some injuries piling up here on both sides. Jimmy Butler, going to be out, man. Getting an MRI, lower leg injury. It's not looking good. He's definitely going to be out, going to miss multiple weeks. So he is done for the Heat. As far as the Bulls, they have a significant injury with Alex Caruso, who's also dealing with a lower leg injury, and he is questionable as of right now to play. He was doubtful yesterday. Like, I think it's a 50-50 shot, but, man, they might have to, drug him up a little bit here to get him out there, because I'm probably assuming that he's out, because if this was a regular season game, he's definitely not playing. But, it is for all the marbles here, right? Whoever team loses, they're out and their season's done. So I would love for Alex Caruso to suit up and play, but we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and do this prediction and preview with the assumption that both Jimmy and Alex Caruso are out. So here we go. Let's start with my first key here for the Chicago Bulls in this matchup against the Miami Heat, which is the role players need to continue to step up here more so now than ever before. Atlanta was one thing. Miami is a completely different monster. They play this tenacious zone defense that had Philly in absolute hell. Like, they could not do anything with it. Joel Embiid had a very subpar game. Same with Tyrese Maxey. So you know what that means? DeMar DeRozan, he is going to get absolutely targeted and schemed by Eric Spoelstra to not be able to score and do a lot here. Same thing also, I think, with Kobe White, but more so DeMar. And so what does that mean? That means the role players have to really step up. And Miami is a catch-and-shoot funnel, just like the Bulls are actually. Both these teams are big catch-and-shoot funnels. So we need guys like Io to be able to knock down a lot of threes, Kobe to be able to knock down a lot of threes. If Caruso's out there, him to be able to knock down threes, like knock down their shots, because they are going to hound DeMar. Nothing's going to be easy for him. And down low, Vooch has a terrible matchup against Bam. I mean, he is going to struggle in this one. He's always struggled in his career against Bam Adebayo, arguably the best defender in all of basketball. So really, DeMar is going to get kind of shut down. Vooch is kind of going to get shut down. Kobe just exploded, had a career-high game. So, Eric Spoelstra's antenna is going to be up to make sure Kobe doesn't, get off like that again. But eventually you got to pick your poison. So that's why I'm saying these role players really have to step up, like Io, like Andre Drummond, like a Javante Green, or a Dalen Terry, who also got minutes last game. And, it's funny, if Alex Caruso is out, who starts? I think there's a chance Javante Green starts, but I think I would prefer Torrey Craig. I know he didn't play last game, but I think he can stretch the floor out better than Javante Green. But we'll see. But the role players really have to step up, folks. I mean, really. That's going to be the key here. And it's a make it or miss league, right? It's simple, but it boils down to that. You be able to take and make those shots. So on the offensive end, to me, it's going to be all about the role players, because Miami is not going to go let your top guys go off. So the role players got to step up. Io, all these guys got to play like they did yesterday against the Atlanta Hawks. All right, let's talk about the defensive side of things here. So with Jimmy out the picture, the main guys are going to be Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. Well, we don't know the status of Terry Rozier yet, but obviously Terry's also a big weapon for them. But down low, man, Vooch is going to have his hands full with Bam. Bam hasn't looked good recently, but now with Jimmy gone, his usage goes up, and he is going to try to, have everything ran through him. I think they're going to run the offense through Bam. And I feel like, I'm not saying to double anybody really, because I don't think nobody's that big of an offensive threat here, but you just got to make sure that you don't really let anyone completely go off here. I'm kind of just, playing these guys straight up. Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Terry Rozier. Caleb Martin's probably going to start for Jimmy Butler. I think he also did start last game. Maybe Jaime Jaquez, the rookie that they have, he might start. But really, to me, the two main guys are the ones obviously that scare me with Bam and with Tyler Hero. I think Hero could really hurt us from the outside, so we want to be able to make sure that we don't let him get going. Basically, at the beginning, just don't let these guys get going, man. That's the biggest thing, is the defensive intensity has to be there, and continue to attack. Billy Donovan better have an answer for the zone, man, because Miami's going to employ that zone, and it's going to make the Bulls be very confused. So Billy Donovan better have an answer for that and be able to go ahead and scheme this offense out of that zone. But yeah, continue to attack, be able to go ahead and shut down Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, and on the other side, be able to get the role players going. Essentially, if Miami's role players beat us, I'm okay with it. I'm not letting Bam and Tyler Hero go off here. So if Caleb Martin wants to beat us, Jaime Jaquez wants to beat us, Haywood Highsmith wants to beat us, so be it. I'll tip my cap to them, call it a season, but not letting Bam and Tyler Hero go off on me. Just not doing that. Ultimately, folks, with Jimmy being out, I think this is a huge plus for the Bulls. They have more momentum right now. Miami coming off a devastating loss, just lost their leader for the team. And I think the Bulls are playing really good basketball right now. Their best season of the year. Kobe, best game of his career. Confidence through the roof. I think the Bulls are going to win this one. I'm predicting them to win this one and move on to face the Boston Celtics in the first round. Not a great prize for winning this game, but it is what it is, right? So I think the Bulls just have more momentum right now. They're the better team. I think they are playing better offensively, certainly more than Miami. So give me the Bulls in this one to win, beat the Miami Heat, and move on to face the Boston Celtics. Let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.